drink some beer! All right, it's a Wednesday night in Cheyenne. It's 937 KAZY, and this is the Craft Beer Buzz. I'm Tommy T, along with
Misty,
Chuckerdoo, and a whole slew of friends. We got
Brett
and
Ben.
and they're both from Great Divide Brewing.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, the boys were in town today, and so it's like, all right, well, let's just all drink together because it's
what
more
else do
fun
we
to
do?
drink together.
Yeah.
So
It's a Wednesday.
yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure.
So where are you guys visiting from or down from? Tell us about your...
So I live up in northern Colorado, do all the northern Colorado sales for Great Divide, and cover all of Wyoming as well.
Cool.
And then sales manager for Colorado, Wyoming, and New Mexico.
Ooh.
Here for Yeti Awareness Week.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Raising awareness for the Yeti.
I believe so.
And Chuckerdoo is making us aware of the Yeti, too, over there as he is pouring something from a nice big, what is that, a pint? Pint can?
It is.
19.2.
Okay.
There is. It is 19.2 ounces. And we have a leaky Yeti here, and we're trying to figure out why. And there's nothing worse when your Yeti's leaking. But
Chuck knows from personal experience.
oh,
He's done this before.
Yeah.
but I don't know. There was like a weird. I don't know if it's the
The
can's making a weird
widget,
sound,
or if it's ice.
I bet you it was. So you said this has been in your car for a couple days.
It's where the Yeti lives.
It's so I'll bet you anything it froze. And then that caused...
It's all right.
So at the end of
Misty
the
and I
day-
will take another.
Yeah, the Yeti doesn't want to spend the night in your car. The Yeti wants to be in your home.
In my belly.
If it's not in your fridge, it needs to be warm in your belly.
Yes.
Does everyone have their sample?
Yeah. So.
Yes.
Oh, did I pour one? I think
Yeah.
I have one too many.
Yes.
Well, that's okay. I'll drink
Yeah.
it.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.
All right. Oh,
Thanks
I didn't
for having
wait.
us.
I was pre-drinking.
Oh.
Cheers. Oh, we are clinking everyone's dinglets. Cheers.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
then, and you have to make eye contact.
Clink and drink, yo.
There you go.
Okay.
But yeah, so we've had Brett on before, right?
No.
You've been
I
here
missed it
before,
last
haven't
time.
you?
No.
I swear we've had you on before. Maybe I just dreamt about it.
Oh gosh, it's dreaming about you now.
Often.
It's
It happens.
careful.
And then, and then I met Ben for the first time today. And then I thought he was messing with me because he has an Los Angeles area code number. And I was like, oh, why do you have that? And he's like, oh, I used to be a stuntman. And I'm like, no, really, why do you have that? And he's like, no, I used to be a stuntman. And I'm like, no, really, why do you have that? And no, it turns out he's beaten the snot out of... Who have you beaten up?
It's going to sound bad, but mostly women.
What was that number again? Oh, Los Angeles, what?
He's like, you can beat me up anytime.
I've had some recurring roles on Charmed, Buffy, and then
Fancy.
24, CSI, a bunch of other TV shows and some movies.
So were you playing women fighting other women?
No, I
were
was-
you
That was a good question.
No, because sometimes
Like,
the
oh, wait a
stuntmen-
minute.
like you have to. Sometimes stuntmen have to.
On Charmed and Buffy, they were demons, and
I can see that.
yeah,
I can see why they chose
also,
you to. No.
I was in character as a demon, which is why I fought Sarah Michelle Gellar and Alyssa Milano and women. That was the women comment.
So who put up the tougher fight between them two there?
Alyssa.
Oh.
Yeah. I was killed off by both women.
Well,
So they won.
Good.
They beat me up, I suppose.
So you've never beat up a Yeti. Let's. So.
Have you?
Well, maybe you have. No,
Oh,
no Yetis.
Okay.
This is a Mexican chocolate Yeti.
Yeah.
What other flavor? Do you guys just change like the flavor or the type, or is there like a rotate? Like, tell us about the Yeti brand.
So Yeti, it's 9.5% Imperial Stout base beer.
That's why I can't talk.
Yeah, basically. But then we also rotate through different flavors. So like chocolate cherry Yeti we've had in the past. Vanilla oak aged Yeti is a big one. Our barrel aged Yeti comes out every now and again. So yeah.
And you can get the vanilla Yetis, which we've had before on the studio. Those in 19.2 ounce cans. Bombers used to be the big thing, but no one buys bombers anymore, and everything's converting into the can, especially in craft beer. We've talked about this before, that it helps to preserve the freshness of the beer longer. There's less oxygen, there's no light at all, and so for something like this, it just makes sense. And so we've got the vanilla Yeti out in the market right now. The Mexican Yeti, the can is awesome. I can't wait to bring these in at some point. It looks
Yeah.
like a Mexican blanket wrapped around the can.
So do they come out like seasonally, or when do you guys like go through and rotate them? Like
Seasonally, 4 times a year, we will have a new Yeti variant. In the Mexican chocolate Yeti,
which is delicious, by the way.
Oh,
it's not the same as regular chocolate. It's Mexican chocolate. You get
right.
some of that like
Rich
spicy.
Yeah, like
with
mole
some-
spice.
Yeah, the mole. Yeah,
mole,
yeah.
so-
I want to start talking about the beer. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let's talk about beer. That's why we're here.
Yeah. Chuck will go on for next time. Just slap him a little bit when he starts getting.
Oh,
if you
I
see that look on
tangent.
my face, slap him. No. So tell us again. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I interrupted you.
Where were we at?
I don't remember. That's why I was having you do.
The difference.
Too many Yetis.
So being that it is Yeti Awareness Week, we were becoming aware of all the different types of Yetis that there are out there. So we're
Thank you.
currently learning about Mexican Yetis. But what other Yetis can we find out in
We've
the
already-
wilderness, maybe in the upcoming future?
Well, you said stuff comes out seasonal.
Seasonally,
Yes.
so we have a s'mores Yeti, a chocolate cherry Yeti, vanilla Yeti, like Chuck was just saying, Mexican chocolate, and then 2 new Yeti seasonals that are yet to be determined. So,
Dun dun dun.
right, actually, they're kind of in the works in the product development stage, but 2 exciting new flavors for the last part of 2020.
Do you guys? I'm sorry not to interrupt you, but are you guys think you're gonna do some kind of like a pack, like a season pack of Yetis, or is there that already out, or what?
Yeah, next Q4, so next like November, you'll see some
Okay.
Yeti gift packs roll out.
Oh,
So 3 different variants of Yeti with a glass, or you know,
very
it's still
nice.
kind of being
Oh,
worked
right
out.
on.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I was excited to learn about that today. We
Pack of Yetis.
yeah,
Yeah,
a pack of Yetis.
Nice.
So that'll be fantastic. So
All right. Well,
Be on the lookout for that November 2020.
do you guys do we have time to break into something else as well? Do we want to
we do.
keep going?
Well,
Do we?
we've
Actually, we do. We can break
Yeah,
into
cool. We got a
something
lot
else
of
there.
time.
Yes.
Let's kind of stick on the dark trend. So
Okay.
once you go, never mind.
once you go hibernation, you never go
Go.
rhyming.
Orange.
But yeah, so current seasonal right now, which within just the last couple weeks, we started getting out into the market here. Hibernation, it's an English old style ale. I do have a tendency to talk way too much, so I'll just let you guys, because I get so excited about
I love
beer.
you. I mean, I know.
it's amazing.
It is
It's
amazing.
fun to
but yeah.
watch you because you forget what you're talking about while you're talking, and then
Totally.
you bring yourself
You end up
back
over
in.
here.
Bag of cats. Yeah. No, it's always intentional. It
Oh
always.
man.
yeah.
Hibernation Ale is a legacy brand from Great Divide. It's our longest tenured brand that we've carried over. It's been around for 23?
24 years.
24
wow.
years.
Wow.
Great Divide just celebrated their 25th anniversary this last summer. So this is the oldest brand that is currently in our rotation, Hibernation, and it is fantastic. It's my favorite seasonal beer that Great Divide puts out, and it is definitely a time to celebrate once Hibernation Ale is released.
Definitely. And one thing about Hibernation is that it's 8.7% alcohol.
It doesn't taste
So
like it.
24 years ago, that was insane. That was like the most alcohol in a beer ever, you know. Now it's kind of like a session beer. So this is our session winter ale.
And only
8.7% alcohol. Yeah.
Oh, I love how this finishes.
Yeah.
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 Roasty and toffee and
Yeah.
Right. This is
Yeah.
perfect. You can tell that this has been perfected. Or this is a perfect good. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
How
So
many
wait-
years? 20-something years?
4, yeah.
24.
24 years, yeah.
So when is this going to go into hibernation? How long do people have to get it before it goes away? Since it's a
We will have Hibernation in market through the end of January, and then we'll transition over to our spring seasonal Orabel.
Which is a Belgian strong. I believe we had that. We're going from one high ABV to another, essentially.
That's a heavy roll, so.
Yep. And then coming up in our next segment, we'll release some news about something that was seasonal last year, but then is going to stick around. It's going to be just part of the family
nice.
now, which I'm really excited about because, and I think Misty, you're going to be very excited about as well.
All right.
Okay.
Me
So-
excited? Yay!
Yeah, I know.
This is a really good. What is it? A red
English style old
English
ale.
style old ale. So what makes it that style? Like what? I don't because What's English style old ale? What is that?
So it's just gonna be an attribute to the maltiness of the beer.
Okay, so that's what
the
we're
roast
tasting.
malts, yeah.
The maltiness, the toastiness.
Very much like an imperial brown.
Okay, I know what that is.
Yeah. There you go.
Pretend it's my first day drinking.
Well, but we've been doing this show for a while now, and since we started till now, like, the knowledge has grown so much.
Yes.
When we first started this show, one of the first things that was ever said on the show was Alaskan Brewing Company. So they're out of Fort Collins. Not by Misty, by another host. But that was one of the first things that was legitimate. And it's like, no. And that's one of the things we deal with here in Cheyenne all the time. Like, if it's not from Cheyenne, if it's not from Wyoming, and people are just like, okay, so where from Colorado are you from? And you're like, wait, no. Our brewery name is We're Brewed in New York Brewing.
Just message
We're
me.
not
I'll
in
give you his
Colorado.
address, guys. He's talking all kinds of crap on you, Cheyenne. I mean, look him up.
But it's true. It
Yeah,
happens.
it's true,
It
you
totally
guys.
happens.
It does. I know. We're both from Phoenix. We're good. So, no,
cool.
this is really good. I do like it a lot.
Yep, it's available right now. So go get it while the getting's good, and then keep an eye out for those Yetis. And yeah, so we'll come back here in just a minute, and
Yeah.
we'll talk about
Some
we'll
more
drink,
beer.
Yep, we'll drink more.
Drink
but we'll
some
talk
more.
about more about what's coming up.
All right. It's coming up at 937 KAZY.